What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and if I had a nickel for every time Joe Manchin has flipped on stimulus or President Joe Biden, well, I'd have a lot of nickels. You guys, Congress is back in session. The Senate is up and running. If you missed my last video, check it out. We heard from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer as he's saying they're going to be delivering on promises. And I've got some headlines that are hitting right now that I am going to get you caught up on with what's going to be unfolding here very soon with stimulus and the midterm elections. So let's go ahead and dive right in. This is your breaking news, stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, first off, wanted to mention the relief roadmap. A lot of you that have gained access to it are telling me you're having trouble logging back in. So the main page, there is a members login little button right there. You're going to want to click that. It's going to take you to the page that looks like this. And this is where you're going to be logging in. If you can't get access, your password's not working, you can reset it. I'm going to be working with technical support to make sure everyone gets access. What they're saying is it will likely, when we switch the URL, resolve the problem. Now, we will see. I'm going to be doing that here very soon, you guys, so that way everybody can have access to the comprehensive list of every stimulus check across the nation. A couple new ones coming up I'm going to be adding to the list here as well, and several states included in this. Majority of the nation has states, cities, counties that have stimulus checks available, and we have been pouring in time, money, energy, day after day, hours and hours, some nights staying up all night working on this, finally have it ready for you. And I know this is going to be of so much value. I've already had so many people give me such positive feedback. Thank you, you guys. I hope it's a blessing. This is going to be a continually updated thing for you guys, so that way you can have access to everything, easy, simple, all in one place, not miss out on anything like we're hearing is happening to a lot of people. And yes, I'm just charging a small fee, not even $10, to try to recoup the costs. I don't think it's going to happen, and if it doesn't, it's okay. I just want to make sure that somebody had to do something to simplify things for people, since our politicians are not doing it. So, relief roadmap, I'm going to release that to everybody here very soon. But on a federal level, you guys, let's dive into the headlines and get you caught up. Take a look at what's going on. As I mentioned, Joe Manchin, he says Biden's $500 billion student loan handouts are excessive. Manchin told reporters Tuesday that he respectfully disagrees with student loan handouts after Biden had been saying for quite some time these executive actions for stimulus were going to be coming, the first of which, wiping out student loan debt. He issues it, and Manchin says, I disagree. He shouldn't do it. Now, take a look, you guys. Now, Biden, he's making it clear, he's heard the feedback that this broad student loan forgiveness plan, it's just going to be a one-time action. So clarifying, listen, Joe Manchin, I need you on board for more of the things that are going to be coming. This is just a one-time thing. Don't get too worried or riled up on this. Now, also, Joe Manchin, he is doubling down, I shared with you in other videos, as progressives are saying they're not going to support some of his new bills coming out. Take a look. Manchin's plan to fast-track the energy projects, it's heading for a showdown. Now, he wants to tie this to the budget. And he's saying that if they don't include the provisions that he wants, he's going to shut the government down, because it's going to be tied directly to that bill. And that was a side deal that he made with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer in order to pass the Reconciliation Inflation Reduction Act bills. So they're saying they're not going to play nice with him because of all of the holdups that he has had along the process for stimulus and reconciliation. And the Democrats are saying he alone has destroyed their party and their chances of success. Now, let me know your thoughts, you guys, but we're hearing that that's the feeling of a lot of people. Take a look at this headline that came out. Biden's pointless presidency. Man, let me know your thoughts. Tell us how you really feel. What exactly is Biden's administration's purpose? President Biden says that he is engaged in a battle for the soul of this nation. The trouble is, he doesn't seem to be quite sure what exactly that means. Man, let me know your thoughts, you guys. Do you feel like President Joe Biden has been trying his best? He's trying to get things done with the Congress that he has. He's trying to push things through. Or do you feel like it's been an utter disaster, and that the promises are unfulfilled? People are still hurting. He hasn't done what he said he's going to do, and he hasn't been making enough effort to make sure that it gets done. Let me know your thoughts. I know a major grievance with the American people is fourth federal level $2,000 stimulus checks. Campaigns literally run on those promises. Also, $200 Social Security increases, child tax credits. A lot of the things that he had promised have not come to pass, and people are very, very upset. We're hearing that approval rating is down, but we're hearing that with the passage of the student loan debt forgiveness executive actions, it's starting to go back up. And we're hearing that if he passes more stimulus before these midterm elections, it'll likely go up, and so will the chances of Democrats holding on to power in the midterm elections. Now, we will see you guys. I'm going to be diving into this article, letting you know what Joe Manchin has to say about this stimulus provision. But before we do me a quick favor. If you appreciate these updates, don't forget, smash that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. I'll let you know everything going on. I cite all my sources, put them on the screen, read right from them so you know the latest. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. And I've got a second channel, Steve Ram Finance, where you're going to be learning about growing wealth, personal finance, more content coming on that channel to help you out as well. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive into this article and get you caught up on the latest with Joe Manchin flipping on President Joe Biden regarding more stimulus. So, link in the description below to this article that just came out today that says Senator Joe Manchin, Biden's $500 billion student loan handout is excessive. And Manchin told reporters Tuesday that he respectfully disagrees with the student loan handouts. And we're hearing that President Joe Biden, he's clarifying, responding back, saying, come on, man. It's just a one-time thing. Take a look, you guys. Senator Joe Manchin called President Biden's student loan forgiveness initiative excessive. Manchin told reporters yesterday, I just respectfully disagree on that. Biden's student loan forgiveness package is estimated to cost around $500 billion. Wow, that's almost twice as much as what we had heard at $300 billion. So this is significantly more expensive than they had let on. This is actually more than if he sent out a federal level stimulus check to everybody in the nation. The first of $1,200, that was almost $300 billion. The $1,400 stimulus check that went out to everybody, that was about $400 billion. So this is more than any of the stimulus checks we have seen so far. And the White House says they will pay for it with deficit spending. Wow. So they are adding to the deficit. They are going to be contributing to inflation with this. Let me know your thoughts. That changes everything. We had heard from Miguel Cardano that he was saying that they needed to tap into existing funds from the American Rescue Plan so that way they could do it with existing money just sitting there. But if they're going to be adding to debt and inflation, wow, that's huge. That's going to be impacting everybody. Let me know your thoughts. They could take less money and send out a federal level stimulus check and probably get more approval as well. So let me know your thoughts, you guys. But take a look at this. Biden announced last month that he will cancel $10,000 of federal student loan debt for certain borrowers making less than $125,000 per year and up to $20,000 for Pell Grant recipients, while extending the pause on federal student loan payments through the end of this year, which goes past those midterm elections. Manchin recalled past consultations with constituents who were struggling with student loan debt, telling reporters that he would suggest federal employment to those looking to get on top of their repayments. And I think there's other ways. When people were calling on me back in West Virginia, I would give them all the options that they had that would reduce their loan by going to work in the federal government, he said yesterday on Tuesday. Republicans criticized the Biden administration's decision immediately, with a Republican National Committee Chairwoman Ronna McDaniels calling it Biden's bailout for the wealthy. Wow. And take a look at this, you guys. I've heard this from a lot of people. They're saying buying votes. Let me know your thoughts. As hardworking Americans struggle with soaring costs and a recession, Biden is giving a handout to the rich, she said. Biden's bailout unfairly punishes Americans who saved for college or made a different career choice, and voters see right through this short-sighted, poorly veiled vote buy. Wow, let me know your thoughts. Now, we've also heard reports I've shared with you in previous videos that the statistics show that the debt carriers for student loan debt, the majority of them that hold the most is African American or black women. And they're saying he is targeting them specifically because during the presidential elections, 90% of black women voted for Joe Biden over Donald Trump. And they're saying that he wants to make sure he can secure those votes. And sure enough, at the announcement of the executive actions, they're saying that his approval started ticking up, and they're saying that's also going to help Democrats as well. Now, we will see, you guys. Let me know your thoughts. But as I mentioned, with that much money and new spending, they could have sent out stimulus checks, which has way more approval. But this is also, as they mentioned, one of his campaign promises. But so was Social Security increases, stimulus checks. Now, we will see, because we've also heard there's more executive actions coming on the way. We've heard this promised by progressives, and we will see. But without a doubt, this is a gray area now that we've entered into, because this is sounding like it's not a reallocation of existing stimulus funds. It's issuing new ones, which Congress holds the power of the purse. So we will see if this holds. This definitely could get challenged and potentially could get overruled. We will see, you guys. I will keep you up to date here on the channel, but also now he's getting pushback from Senator Joe Manchin as well. So we'll see. I will keep you up to date, but you guys, that is the latest. Joe Manchin flipping on the stimulus, saying that this is excessive, they shouldn't be doing it, and the price tag is actually quite higher than they let on at $500 billion. So we will see, you guys, and I will keep you up to date every step of the way. But that is the latest, and as always, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second, smash that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton if you appreciate the content. Thank you so much. Also, if you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not come join the Ram fam? Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Consider joining my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance, and www.reliefroadmap.com. Everyone will have access to the comprehensive list of every stimulus check in the nation very soon, working on the technical issues for you guys. I am not a website creator. I'm not tech savvy. Poured in tons of time and hours and money into this, and I'm going to get it fixed here very soon and make sure that everyone can access it so you don't miss out on anything. You can have simple, easy access to everything available. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.